Hang on. Hello, my name is Laura Notari. I'm an artist. I'm the owner of this gallery, Laura Notari Art and Design. I'm here for 5 years. I'm a full-time artist. Also organize exhibitions here where I invite other artists to join me, and we celebrate different kind of exhibitions. The last one in March was about migration, because it's a really important topic for me, because I'm a migrant. I'm from Argentina. In a way, I discovered like 2 years ago when I was doing a project that being a migrant for me touched me and is a very important thing for me. In a way, I'm repeating the story of my ancestors or my grandparents or my great-grandparents. Like they went at some point from Europe to Argentina, and I've done that 8 years ago, coming back to Europe. So for me it's something really important, and now I have the last exhibition in March was so successful. We've done it with together with 20 artists from different parts of the world that they are not living in the country that they born, and we present the theme through different perspectives. And now in September I will do the second part of that exhibition. Is going to be named Crossing Borders Between Here and Elsewhere, where I'm also calling for artists. Yeah, we are going to do an opening and show our work here in the gallery. And also I'm taking my work to other exhibitions, like in Denmark, for example, in September, also in October to Luxembourg, and December to Argentina. Another of my projects that I'm working on and investigating, because I'm trying to be sustainable also with my work, is a project together with a haute couture designer in Argentina, where we are creating art in movement, is called my project, where I translate my paintings into haute couture designs. And that collection, the new collection, is going to be launched in September in Denmark and through all the exhibitions that I'm having. I also work with kids. I love kids. I have an art foundation where I try to help kids to get into art, that for me is really important in kids' life. Also, I try to help people that is going through difficult periods of their lives. For example, 5 years ago when the Ukraine war started, I had people that refugees that came from Ukraine here to help them to go through that terrible period on their lives. So I gave them workshops, and together working with art was really nice for them, and for me also was great, because I was helping them, and I love that. For me this is really important. I quit my job as an accountant 6 years ago in order to do something that I really love, and is that. For me, making art and help people through it is super important. My heart and my soul are on all these paintings, and is what I try to transmit when I teach or I help people through these workshops. I love to collaborate with other artists in order to help each other. Art is a very difficult market, so I consider that being artists, we need to help each other. Like, for example, in the case with the fashion designer, we try to do different things for each other in order to help each other. I do the same with photographers or filmmakers or other kind of artists that they want to collaborate and join me. I'm always open to create connections, and for that is also what I do when I organize exhibitions. Try to get all the people here, and we do networking, and we always take something from this type of events. So that is my also my idea for being an artist, to create connections and support artists being an artist. I Don't Like Milk is a mixed media painting sculpture that I made in 2024 to represent the migration in my case. Because when you move to another country, you learn that the body remembers things that the new land doesn't, like language, habits, food, gestures, smells. They stayed inside you, quietly stubborn. But the new place has its own rules, its rituals, its expectations. And sometimes those expectations feel like a carton milk pressed against your mouth. Drink this like everyone else, fit in. You don't want to, you don't like it, but you are tired of being different, tired of feeling foreigner, tired of explaining, so you try and you try, you taste, you swallow, you hope it gets easier, but it doesn't. I Don't Like Milk is not really about milk, it's about a subtle violence of fitting in. It's about how migration demands a kind of swallowing of differences, of languages, of rules, of customs, of silence. It's about the body trying to stay itself while being reshaped by a new world. And it's about reclaiming the right to say no even to something as ordinary as milk. So this is my way to show how I felt on this transition from one country to another. I struggle a lot, but I've done it because at that moment I felt it. I really want to do it. It was in my blood. So I had to do it. So thank you for watching. This is an installation made with a sculpture of a bird, a hummingbird, and in the background a collage with a painting. And it's about the story of how my ancestors migrate. So I will read the story. I made this installation in 2024. In the golden light of Asturias, in a small village, I, a hummingbird, hover near a balcony where my grandmother stands, holding a small suitcase. Her heart beats fast, like a rapid flutter of my wings, filled with a mix of fear, excitement, and longing. The streets echo with the voice of loved ones saying their final goodbyes, but she doesn't turn back. Far away, in a Swiss mountain town, Bezio, my great-grandfather, stands at the train station, the weight of the moment pressing against his chest. He watches the train approach, knowing that once he steps inside, his life will change forever. I perch briefly on a branch above him, feeling his hesitation. The wind whispers between the train tracks, "It's time to leave." As I depart, I follow their invisible trails through the air, carried forward by their longing and the unbreakable thread of migration. Over the vast Atlantic Ocean, I beat my tiny wings against the endless sky. Below me, a ship moves steadily forward, carrying my grandparents from the familiar to the unknown. The waves rise and fall, mirroring their emotions, excitement, fear, hope, doubt. I land on the ship's wooden railing, watching my grandmother trace the outline of a letter in her lap, reading words sent by the family she's left behind. My grandfather, standing beside her, clutches a silver pocket watch, listening to the steady ticking of time, each second taking them further from their past and closer to their future. As the days pass, I do not tire. A hummingbird's journey is long, sometimes thousands of kilometers, but we always move forward. Like them, I survive this journey, knowing I must reach the other side. The ship docks in Buenos Aires, a city of movement, energy, and possibility. My grandparents step onto the land of their future, inhaling the humid air of the Rio de la Plata. They are no longer Spanish or Swiss. They are becoming something new. I land on the red flowers of a ceibo tree, watching them take their first steps on Argentinian soil. My grandmother lifts her head, scanning the unfamiliar streets, searching for something to hold on to. My grandfather takes a deep breath, pressing the letter against his chest. They don't know it yet, but they will build a life here. They will find love, raise children, plant gardens, and create a home where none exists before. I hover near them, wings beating to the rhythm of their new life as they begin again. The return. History repeats itself 8 years ago, not as a descendant looking back, but as a migrant looking forward. I came to stay, just as they once did, knowing that my journey, too, was about creating something new, not just for myself, but for my daughter, who was born 2 years later. I retraced their steps, not just in Spain and Switzerland, but in the feeling of living, in the uncertainty of starting over, and in the quiet belief that this sacrifice is worth it. As I paint this story in my mind, I realized I'm not just remembering their migration, I'm living it. I am the hummingbird that connects past, present, and future. Their flight led them to Argentina. My flight brought me back to Europe. And just like them, I did it for my family, for the future that lies ahead. So that was the story of this installation. I hope you enjoy it.